Veterinarian Clark Kelly died from a heart attack during a break-in to his Rolando clinic back in 2022. Patrick O'Brien pleaded guilty to involuntary manslaughter, and Dr. Kelly's family thought that would be the end of it. But they say the justice system has let them down time and time again, and they fear it's putting all San Diegans at risk.
It's scary, Steve. It's scary.
Karen Kelly didn't even know the man responsible for her dad's death was out of jail until after he got arrested again.
I don't have any answers as to why this has happened, but all I know is he was literally, the door was open and he walked out.
O'Brien served 2 years of his 4-year sentence and then was let out of jail early for good behavior and credit for time served. But just days after his release, he was rearrested for violating his probation and sentenced to 120 days behind bars. Karen was told he wouldn't get out until August, but he was released July 8th, so she contacted the district attorney's office.
Andy Aguilar, when I asked him how could this happen, he said maybe a jail screw-up.
CBS 8 reached out to the Sheriff's Department, which sent us a statement saying it was no mistake, adding, after the recalculation of the sentencing information to include applicable credits, Mr. O'Brien was properly released on July 8, 2024. But part of the original plea bargain was that O'Brien has to wear a GPS monitor and live in a community transition center following his release. But take a look at the court order. The GPS monitoring box wasn't checked, and nowhere was it written that he needed to be in a supervised living situation.
And this dangerous, violent criminal was released with no tracking, no place where he was supposed to go and be monitored and treated for his addiction, nothing.
O'Brien has already been arrested again for violating his parole. Clark's family hopes this time he'll be forced to complete his entire sentence, keeping him behind bars for about 2 years.
It's opened all of our wounds as victims because we continuously have to live. Not only do we have to process the grief of my father's murder, but we have to continuously process the incompetencies of the system.
In Rolando, Steve Price, CBS 8.